Whether we like them as stories because we like them as fantasy or like them as reality, whatever. They were all really, really well done, and we appreciate that. Correct. And it was a very close call, but at the end, we would like to give the award to Ken and Ace for their
Thank you all.
I appreciate the opportunity. Everybody I met has been cool. Hope, and we've already had a handful of people, and believe it or not, a handful of kids under the age of my son that's excited about the movie, so that makes me feel good. And we already had a couple kids that asked if they could be in it, including my son. So thank you guys for believing in us, and thank you, Jessica, for giving everybody the opportunity. And if you haven't seen Fate Alchemy, I know a lot of you didn't get to see it, watch it, because it's damn good.
Thank you very much, Southeast, for having me here. This is a wonderful screenplay about a subject that's close to my heart and maybe somebody else's heart. It's about a young man with Down syndrome and his relationship with an old retiring school teacher. So it's a beautiful story to help raise awareness for that cause and show the love that these individuals possess and how productive they can be in our society.
Hi everyone, we are here at the end of the festival, the Southeast Regional Film Festival, and we've just had some award winners come through. We have Rain Burton and Joe Boyd. Congratulations, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, glad to be here.
You're very welcome. I mean, you guys kind of just took home the whole show, really. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty grateful. This is an awesome opportunity and a good start for our feature. But to win Best Director for something I was struggling so hard with speaking is kind of emotional connection, so it was pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, it shows like that it's meaningful. It matters to people that you wrote this and that they're seeing something in your story too.
Well, actually, our friend Zach Total wrote For You. Mercy was an idea that I had, and Joe just took up the challenge because I went to him and I was like, I have a very big idea. Do you accept the challenge? And he took it, so he accepted. But For You, our friend Zach, I was getting ready to give up and quit everything, and he's like, no, I need you to direct. I think you can do it. And so I took on the challenge. So he trusted me with it, which I'm very grateful for.
Awesome. I love hearing that. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I totally understand the situation of feeling like you want to give up, and how amazing is it to have friends and community that are telling you like, nope, you got too much talent, got to get back in the race. So yeah,
it's really cool. It was very cool.
Well, congratulations. Joe, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling shocked because usually if I have more than one script in a festival, like one script will win, and this time 4 won. So I'm blown away, absolutely blown away.
My goodness, as a fellow writer, I'm so excited for you guys. That's fantastic.
That's put a little flame, the spark to flame, to write more.
A good bit of confirmation that you're doing the right thing, you're on the right track.
Yeah.
It actually makes me want to write more, so much more.
Oh, I'm so excited for you both. Oh, congratulations. Thanks for watching, everybody. Get a little wave, get a little dance moves. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, hi everybody. We've got Eric Maxey here with Cocaine Best Actor Award here at SERFF Film Festival. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Good. Feeling excited.
Awesome. What was your experience like working on Cocaine?
It was awesome. It was very different, and to be honest, it was the first project that I worked on after the pandemic started. So it was a different experience, but yet, felt great to be back at the same time.
Well, and we've got Jaron Wallace here too. Jaron, what was your role in the film?
I was the director of photography for the film. It was also my first thing during coming back out of the COVID experience. And I'll tell you what, wearing a mask and a face shield while you're trying to film is not an easy task. So that was probably my biggest challenge, was just kind of overcoming that. At a certain point, I have to, lift up the mask because the glare is reflecting off the monitor. And so there was all kinds of fun extra things that I had not accounted for prior to that experience. But, over the course of the year or two that we have COVID protocols, you get a little more accustomed to it and all that. But yeah, it was still a really great time. Everybody on set was awesome.
So good. I'm sure after everything, it probably felt really good to get back into it. What did it feel like? Did you have to get back all your muscle memory back in action again, or were you feeling so excited?
So it was very exciting. Yeah, it was. The elements were really cold that time that we were shooting too, so that was a bit of a distraction on things as well.
So you had everything against you, yet you still got Best Actor. Well done.
A testament to ability right there.
Exactly. Oh, well, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and congratulations. So exciting. Everybody, we've got Lindsay and Lacey here, both winners of, what was your award was for the...
So this year that was the 2022 short film, so for Beyond the Yard, which we were both in, actually, and was super funny. So I helped produce it with some dear friends that are UNC School of the Arts graduates and are now one's a writer-director, and the other one's a really awesome producer that's doing great things. And we made the film on Johns Island at the producer's family farm last summer when we were kind of all a little bit done with being cooped up and needed to make something. And we made it for the Made in Carolinas Film Festival, actually, which had some very specific parameters. And then we're really happy with the way that it turned out. And I'm not normally the actress, she is. So, but it was really fun and special to be able to be inside of her world and work with Lacey a bit on this film. So
that is so cool. So with the storyline and everything, was it one of your creations? Did you write and direct? Did you write and direct?
No, it was our friend Cameron McCormick, who was the writer and the director. And so we really just took the location that he had. So this really dilapidated old farmhouse, and kind of said, okay, well, I know we had to be within the 5-minute parameter. I know I want to work with you and Lacey. And so the whole storyline was basically you had a mother who was very, very neglectful, unfortunately, with her daughter.
That's not how she is, by the way. Let me clarify that.
But it's it just has a hoarding problem and just really doesn't take care. So the daughter is very much taking care of her mom, and she just basically has had enough and decides she's just going to light a bunch of stuff on fire that's going to try and get her mom out of the bed. She doesn't light the house on fire, but she just starts pulling stuff out, all of the hoarding stuff that she's had, and pull it into a big burn pit. So it's the cinematography in it is just stunning.
And there's this one really good tracking shot that tracks me walking through a field, and they did that on the back of a golf cart on a crazy gravel road, and somehow it turned out as good as it did. That's just a fun little detail.
I mean, the story is very powerful. I'm sure so many people have had something similar that they can relate to this film too. So I'm sure that you won this award for a reason. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys have such good energy, and I'm so excited for you and whatever you've got coming up for you next.
Thanks, Anna. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I've got an award winner here, Millie West, for Best Screenplay Coming of Age.
Coming of Age Screenplay, yes.
And for Cat Island it's called?
It's Cat Island, which is set in 1932 in Beaufort, South Carolina. And during the early 1930s, there was a nudist colony that was on Cat Island. And at the beginning of my script, there are these teenage boys who enjoy spying on the nudists at Cat Island. One afternoon, this gorgeous blonde shows up, and the boys are just enthralled. They've got to meet her. One boy in particular wants to meet her. So it turns out eventually that they have a steamy love affair during that summer of 1932, but she's on the run from New York gangsters. She and her former boyfriend had stolen counterfeit money from a mafioso boss, and they are on the hunt for her, and unfortunately, they eventually catch up to her.
Oh, that sounds spicy. Thank you. Wow. Okay. No wonder you won an award. Congratulations. Thank you. How exciting. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for the interview.
Absolutely. Well, it's so wonderful to hear about your project, your screenplay, and do you have any next steps coming forward?
Thank you. Yes, I have Cat Island entered in several other competitions, and this is the third win for Cat Island. It won at the Block Island Film Festival, and it also won the Gullah Film Festival in South Carolina. So I have my fingers crossed. I think that it's a good story, and I hope people like it.
Oh, I already do. I would love to read it someday. I'll watch it someday, actually.
I know, me too.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you for the interview.
Yes. All right, I've got Adam Marino here with me. So I met you at the beginning of all of this, and now we're back again. Awesome. And your film premiered last night at the ride at the festival. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, we had an awesome event, great turnout. The film obviously is still in production. We have a little tweaks here and there, but I was really, really happy with the reaction of the audience, and everyone seemed to love it. And I was extremely shocked on everyone's reactions. And well, you know, we did what we came out to do, and I think we succeeded, I hope.
That's awesome. So are there any like fun facts about the film that would be interesting for viewers to know, or anything about the process of making it, or all the hats that you wore, anything along those lines?
I definitely wore a lot of hats. I was a director, cinematographer, editor. It's the first time I actually did cinematography, or second time actually. But this either will be my first or second release, depending on the other film. But yeah, I definitely wore a lot of hats, and it was an honor and a privilege to work with the great late Paul Sorvino for the second time. My first film was Beneath the Leaves, and that was a great experience as well. But this one, I think, went a little smoother, and yeah, I had a great time. It was a great turnout, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I'm so happy to be talking to you now, and congratulations on everything. Yeah, what a great weekend. All right, thank you so much. Hi, everybody. I've got Jaron Wallace and Brian Weiss here, award winners from Blue Balls here at SER Film Festival. How are you guys feeling?
Good, great.
Feeling pretty good.
Good. Well, congratulations. So I don't know anything about Blue Balls at all. Can you tell me very quickly what it is? A little bit about, the title. It's good. It makes everybody curious.
Yeah, Blue Balls is about a down-and-out handball player that tries to win back his girlfriend and his dignity in a local handball tournament. And we shot it here in Riverside.
Yeah, and the actual handballs themselves are blue, thus the name of the film.
Very clever, very clever. It gets everyone's attention. I wouldn't think so. Oh my goodness. So how are you guys feeling? Did a lot of work go into this? How long was the process? Was it a fun experience, or was it one of those films where you're just like, let's just get through it? How did it go for you guys?
It went pretty good going off, and then COVID hit kind of right when we needed more stuff, so it kind of got a little weird trying to finish it up. But if somebody ever tells you to wait to film something, I would say just do it, because we started and we had no idea COVID was going to hit. That's the worst thing that can happen when you're trying to make a movie, you know what I mean? So, but it ended up working out pretty good. I thought we had a pretty good cast. The whole cast all knew each other, and they all worked together really well already. So I thought it was great,
Yeah, it was a really fun experience. I shot the movie, and I also helped him produce it. This is the writer and director right here. I don't know if you said that or not, but it was a great time. I got to bring a lot of my friends and crew and kind of get the family together for it. So it was really cohesive, the way that everybody worked together, and we all had a great time. It was a funny script, and there's a lot of room to be goofy and have that physical comedy, aspect of it, especially because it's such a physical game itself, handball, which we had to learn the rules right before shooting, because we had no idea. I don't even know if we were 100% on it, but it doesn't matter. It's a comedy. But it was a lot of fun. What did we do? 2 days on it? We did a 2-day shoot, and then we had some pickups planned that COVID intervened with, but it still turned out. I think it still turned out great without the pickup.
Still won an award for it, so it turned out pretty great, I think. That's awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. I know my interest is definitely peaked, so if you haven't seen it, please make your way over to watch it soon. How can they see it? Where is it?
You can go to blueballsfilm.com and you can check it out.
Perfect. How can you forget? Well, thank you guys so much. Congratulations to you both. Hi, everybody. I've got the founder of the Southeast Regional Film Festival herself, Jessica Roscoe. Jessica, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling happy and relieved. It's over. No, I am very honored that we had so many talented people come out to the festival. It's always amazing, like how many good films and scripts we get, and actors and actresses, and we had some amazing talent plus investors here this year, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Everyone's networking and having a good time.
Absolutely. The turnout has been awesome, and everybody, seems to be having a wonderful time together. I wanted to ask you how your journey has been building a festival from the ground up.
I don't know. Every year it's just like we do a little more. We like it. We see what works, what doesn't work. How has it been? Well, we had a little lull for a couple of years with COVID, so that wasn't fun. We were really excited to do this 3-day festival a few years ago, and then COVID hit, so we had to put the brakes on it. So getting it back going again and to what it's supposed to be, what it was supposed to be a few years ago, is really great.
Yeah, what a good feeling. And I honestly, everyone's having such a wonderful time. I think everyone's so happy to be here and just be back together again and enjoying each other's company and networking. And
it's really great. I mean, to come and have to, network with a bunch of people and actually be out of the house and meeting people for real and getting to make friends, and that's what it's all about, right? Yeah.
And I think the filmmaking community really needs that sense of community as well. So I also wanted to ask you, why did you want to start a film festival in the first place? What's your why? Like, what caused you want to do this?
Well, our ulterior motives. So we had a film that we made, a feature, and I wanted to get investors. So I rented out a theater in San Marco, which we had our screenings at last night, but this was 5 years ago. So the owner had told me, it was a different owner back then, and he said, well, you get the theater for like 8 hours. I'm like, well, the movie's like an hour and a half. What am I going to do? I don't want to waste the money on, So I said, well, we know a lot of filmmakers. Why don't we do a short film contest? We'll just put the word out on Facebook and whatever. And in 6 weeks, we had a film festival. We had a sponsor for some alcohol that came, and then we had a sponsor for the awards at a comedy show, and he flew in an actor. And I was like, wow, this really came together really fast but fun. And so we added, the next year we added, more things like scripts and acting contests and features and stuff like that.
And it just sounds like it was meant to be, like it all just kind of fell together.
I feel like if things work out, then you just keep going. So that's kind of how I've been with everything in life, just like I believe in God, and I'm like, if God's gonna make it work, then it'll happen. The powers that be, or whatever you want to call it, manifestation, God, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely working, and it's fun, and people have a good time, and I like bringing people together. So.
Yes, and I guess I could tell too, it really just the sparkle that you bring when you're around everybody. I mean, everyone loves you, and I think that's one reason why this is so successful, is that everyone just sees the sparkle in you and they want to be a part of it.
And thanks for coming in. You're an actress too, so I'm so happy to have you, and you're so animated and great with everyone, so thanks for coming out and doing this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've had a great time, and I would love to come back next year and see what's happening with you guys.
We'd love to have you, yes. We'll do it one more year at least. We'll keep going because it's working, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Hi everybody, we're here with Eric Trotter, one of our winners of the SERFF Film Festival. He won Best Thriller Screenplay for Backpacking. How are you feeling, Eric?
I feel great, a lot went into it, and I was so happy when I won the award, and able to come down here. Everybody's been nice and kind and respectful, and just it's been great experience.
I do love that now that we're able to be back together in person, that you traveling all this way, that one, I mean, hopefully it was worth it just regardless, but having this awesome award as well, it just elevates the whole experience.
Yeah, it's been great, and the feedback from the script has been great. And then just talking about it, people are so excited. They want to hear about it. They want, they want to read it. They want to know the story. They want to, when's the movie coming? So, it's really exciting. Yeah.
Similarly, I'm like, backpacking thriller. What is, I like to hike, so I'm like, is this related?
It's right up your alley then. It's about, it centers on a young woman. Her name is Bridget. And her and her friends, they go on a backpacking trip together, in the mountains, in the mist and the cabins, and everything is great, until her boyfriend goes missing, and that's when things go awry. And after many layers are unpeeled, he's found, but it becomes more of a search of the truth after that. And it is a mystery thriller, and I wish I could say more, but yeah.
Don't want to give it all away, but that's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so glad that interest has been built around it as well. That's so exciting. What do you have any plans moving forward? What you're going to do next?
Well, we're planning on reshooting the movie, and we got people reaching out to us. So hopefully everything works out with that. But it seems like things are going in the right direction. Again, the movie shot.
Awesome. Yeah. That's exciting. I wish you nothing but the best, and congratulations again. This is awesome. Yep. Hi everybody, I've got Chip Lane with me here at Southeast Regional Film Festival. Chip, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
No.
No. Well, so you were at the pitch contest today.
Yes.
And so what are you looking for when you're looking to invest in a film?
Well, what we saw is in the winter was a solid beginning, middle, and end, which is what you want to see in any story when you read a script. You want to see a solid first act, a hero that has a journey, and then the resolution to that journey. And so I think we saw that with the pitch that won.
Exciting. So what drew you to be a part of the Southeast Regional Film Festival?
Jessica threw a rope around me and dragged my ass down here. So yeah, that was it was she was very polite, and she was very welcoming, and it was a great opportunity to come and meet people. So
awesome. Yeah. So are you from Jacksonville yourself?
I live in Savannah, Georgia.
Well, thanks for making the trip down. Yeah, I hope you're having a great trip and time, and I'm sure everyone here is very happy to get to meet somebody like yourself as well.
Very wonderful to meet everyone here.
Yeah. Well, okay, one last question. What's your favorite thing about films in general, filmmaking, the whole process?
I love being a part of the process because I like storytelling, and I like to write. I like to write stories that I think people want to see as a film, and as a producer, I've produced movies that hopefully that people have wanted to see. So I like storytelling in general.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chip, for your time. Yeah.
What was your name?
My name's Anna.
Anna?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi there, we've got Tiffany Gothard with us today. Very excited to have you here. And I'm just so curious, so what drew you to get into working in film?
Well, I've always loved film. I've always loved acting, probably since I was a teenager. And wasn't it really back then, there wasn't a lot of areas that I could get involved in, so I went my normal courses of going to college. I was actually pre-med, have a background in biology and chemistry. But about probably when my daughter was born, she's about 14 now, when she was about 2 or 3, I met a few people and started to get my kids into acting and realized that, this is really my dream. And I can't manage all 3 of us. So I did a few things with them and then just started making connections and started acting, getting connected with some people. The next thing I got asked to be a script supervisor because I'm also an accountant. So I do have a very varied background. So they saw that I had a lot of organizational skills and a lot of eye for detail. So I acted, I did script, got asked to be a first AD, and so it just kind of continued from there. I did a short film with Jessica probably 5 years ago, and then that's how we've just continued together, acting, and now we're going to be co-producing together.
That's wonderful. What a journey. I mean, it really is a great thing to hear, I think, for people that are especially entering and they're like, I don't have a background in this, I have a passion for it, but I don't know what I'm doing. But step by step, you just built yourself a career, and and that's so exciting. So now you're producing. How are you feeling about that whole process? Are you excited about it? Is it something that you love, or or what's your favorite part about the whole thing?
I'm a big picture person. I like to be involved in the entire process. So from the producing side, your hand is in everything. And that's why I like also doing assistant director. You're like in the script, you know the script backwards and forwards, you're living it, you're breathing it. And with producing, I mean, I really have a passion for film. I really want to see film out there everywhere to everybody, but I want that faith, that goodness to be able to come through, and just to bringing good films, good wholesome films in any genre, actually. Like I'm not pigeonholed into one genre. I could do anything from, I love FBI, I love those kind of things, CIA, to sci-fi. I'm a huge X-Files fan. So there's nothing that I don't love. And being in producing, I mean, there's just so much. I mean, you're in it from beginning to end, and it's very exciting to get the start, to form it, and then to see it, go out to everyone.
Yeah, I like that, and I like that it really does connect with your big picture mind. And it sounds like the things that you want to make an impact with, right?
I do. I want it to be fun, because there are times, that we just need to be able to fall into a movie and enjoy it, to go into the fantasy of it, to get out of reality. But I also want it to be an impact on people as well.
Yeah. So, what can we look forward to? What's ever coming up next for you? What's exciting in your future?
Well, hopefully we're working on a film that we'll be co-producing next fall, or next spring actually. Something that kind of along the supernatural kind of, lines. It's a little different, but I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it would be something great to bring to the community.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear about this. All right, well, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and it was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, absolutely.